Hi, in this video, let's take a look at one of the best models which is being used for the images, which is Imagen model. And also, specifically, I'm going to walk you through about the person generation. So the person generation, for example, let's say if you would like to generate a person picture or some picture, and few of the countries it is not allowed. For example, let's say in the Europe continent, UK, Switzerland, and MENA locations like the South African locations, this allowing of a person, like generating a person, it's not allowed actually by using the Gemini. So it's very much important to know, like you should follow the policies of the countries. And in this video I will help you to understand how we can achieve this one. Again, 90% of the times the code is the same, so we are going to write the same code again and again. And why I'm specifically writing instead of copying, so I wanted you as well to write the program when you're watching this video, so which really helps for you to get practice with the code. From Google, import GenAI. From Google .colab, import user data. From Google .GenAI, import types. And we need Python image library, so Python. And from input output, import bytes input output. So let's say API key is equal to user data dot get Google API key, and then let's say the client is equal to GenAI dot client API key is equal to API key. Cool. And now response is equal to client dot models dot generate images. Model is equal to Imagen 4.0, generate preview 0606. Yep. And prompt is equal to, for example, let's say robot holding a red skateboard, and config is equal to types dot generate images config. Let's say number of images is equal to 1, aspect ratio is equal to, we already have seen until this in the previous video. And now here person generation is equal to, so we have three. So first we use the don't allow, so we have three don't allow. Okay. And next allow adult, and next allow all. So let's see. So for example, I mean, let's say this is not there over here, and for generated image in response dot images generated image dot show. So for example, let's run this one, and you can see this is running over here. Okay, this has generated a robot. I mean, this is what we have seen until so far now. But robot, again, this comes under the adult. So for example, let's say if I keep the person generation is equal to don't allow, the first option. Now let's run this one. And ideally, this should throw an error now. It's because we are generating a robot, and then again, we pass one of the parameters over here, and we are saying that the person generation is not allowed. So I mean, there are like no it has not generated any image. For example, if you see print response dot generated images, if you see over here, let's comment this one, and if I run this one, okay, this is not SQL, so I can't just specifically run one line. I have to run the whole model, and or else I can use this one in a separate cell. So you can see here there is something over here, but it is not generating an image actually. So that's the reason. For example, let's say allow adult, the second option. And now let's see. Okay, now it is able to allow the adult. For example, let's say if you don't want to use, I mean, allow all, it allows all. So, for example, let's say don't allow. So, here instead, pig, for example, it's a pig holding a red stick board. So, pig doesn't comes under as a person, it's an animal classification. So, let's see what it generates. Cool. So, this is so cool, cute, right? So, this is how you can. Use like the policies of how you can follow the best practices of the countries, and you have to abide with those policies. Thank you for watching this video.